Okay, we got the plantlets in, FedEx overnight. They're grown in these Petri dishes. And you just gently pry them up out of there. And there's one little plantlet right there. Hey, we're here on Wood Prairie. My name's Megan. We're planting plantlets today in these mushroom totes, these plastic totes. We're putting in Fort V potting soil. We got a little bit of potato fertilizer in the bottom. We're filling up the totes. Over here we've got some beneficial fungi for the soil to keep the roots healthy. Mycorrhizal fungus. Mix that in. And so the plantlets are early generation tissue culture potato plantlets grown in a greenhouse. And we get them FedExed in. We plant them here. We put a screen over our screen house to keep the aphids off of them as they grow. These little guys come in. They're very delicate when they come in. We try to take good care of them, keep them warm enough, keep the humidity right with either plastic or shade cloth, and really baby them until they get started. But after they get started, they're very rugged. Very vigorous little plants. Okay, here are our Sarpomira plantlets, grown in a petri dish in a lab, and they're kept at 70 degrees and 100% humidity as they're growing. So we try to keep them as close to that as possible for a couple of days, and we handle them gently, plant in a pattern of 7, 7, 6, 7. So we put 20 in here, and I just tease them apart out of their jelly and settle them right in there, and then we'll water them in well, and these will grow tiny little tubers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll go 6 up the middle.
You're broken. I'm broken, Megan.
All right.
What?
Do it again.
What? Megan, what?
They're really quite rugged, actually. These plants will grow little mini tubers, which we'll plant next year in another screen tunnel to grow potato seed. It's all early generation. We renew our seed every year. We just keep it rolling and renew it every year to make sure that the seed potatoes we grow are very low virus and very vigorous for you to plant in your garden. These potatoes will grow into mini tubers. The next year it'll grow in our other long tunnel into nuclear 1 seed, and then the year after that it will be ready to sell to you for your garden. So it takes us, what is that, 2 or 3 years. Best crew ever here. Biggest crew ever.
These are the potatoes that we planted in smart bags a few weeks ago. They're growing good. So these are dark red Norland. These are purple Viking. These here are Yukon Gold. And these are Prairie Blush. And they have Colorado potato beetle. That's an adult hard shell Colorado. Every female is capable of laying up to 400 eggs, and you can see they've been chewing on the leaves. The adults actually do a minimal amount of damage. It's the young larva that is really hungry, and they lay their eggs on the underside of the leaves. And those will hatch out, and the larva will be pinhead sized. Then it will go through fourth instar, and then they'll drop into the soil and pupate, and then come back as a second generation soft shell. And the best way to deal with eggs is to smush them between your thumb and forefinger. There won't be any coming out of there. And this may seem cruel, but what's more cruel is to have Colorado potato beetles completely wipe out a crop, which is something they're capable of doing, eating the leaves right down to the stems and ground. So they've got their agenda, I got my agenda. My agenda is to grow potatoes.
Hi, we're here at Wood Prairie, and I'm filling up the smart bags of potatoes that we're growing. You can start hilling as soon as your potatoes are a foot tall. Don't cover too many of the leaves. Inevitable to cover one or two leaves. You have to hill potatoes to keep the sunlight from getting on the tubers. You want to keep those tubers that are forming out of the sunlight so they don't get green and bitter. When you hill up potatoes, you want to leave about 2/3 of the plant up in the sunlight so it can photosynthesize. The plants are very rugged. You just move them out of the way, shovel in some compost or more Fort V, and I'll unroll that bag up so that we can hold as much dirt as possible. So we'll just continue to hill these till we've filled up these pots until you've got the bag full. There, I've filled up our potatoes in their grow bags. We'll give them a good water and they'll be good to go. Thanks so much for watching.